Masters are next weekend, right?
I'm going.
Oh,
why, you want to go?
I would love to go.
All right, well, I have an extra ticket.
No kidding.
You're going.
Wow.
Yeah. I am not going to be on my phone. I'm not going to have a camera. The hills, the rolling green hills of Augusta. I will search. I will look into Rays Creek. I will find out the secrets. I might win a green jacket. And they might go, hot f***ing Christ, give this guy a membership. Morning, folks. Welcome to the Joey Show. I'm Joey Avery. Boy, do we have an incredible episode for you today. Trump's got some tariffs going on. Have you heard about that yet? Has that crossed your desk? Are you aware that Trump has instituted tariffs on all manner of species, all manner of countries? We will get into it, but first, folks, I want to start off with a nicer story, a more fun story, a human interest piece. And that human is, of course, me. Folks, I'm going to the Masters. That's right. The most exclusive event in all of American sports. A special place in a special town called Augusta, Georgia, where the grass is green, the sandwiches are cheap, and the beer flows like Tiger's cock into women. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm excited. I went on, you know what, I'll just roll the clip here real quick so you can see what happened.
Oh, that's
perfect. I
perfect.
fucking love pimento and cheese.
Chef Donnie was talking a lot of shit.
About what?
The pimento cheese sandwich. We're making it because Masters are next weekend, right?
I'm going.
You're fucking
I'm going to
going?
the Masters.
He's bringing his big pencil.
Have you been before?
I've never been.
Oh.
Why, you want to go?
I would love to go.
All right, well, I have an extra ticket.
God damn it, you're inviting Joey?
Yeah, you can't go. You
Sorry,
got to do
Joey.
mini golf.
I have to do. Oh, fuck, you're right.
I was going to invite you, but I said he got to do
I got mini golf. You're
Dude,
right.
I would go.
Would you go for real?
Yeah, I have to cancel a show, but I could cancel.
I would
it to go to
extend.
the-
I would if you shook my hand right now, I would give you the extra ticket for Thursday and Friday.
Oh, my show's Saturday. I'm in.
No way.
You want to go? You'll get yourself to Augusta,
100%.
and we'll go. You'll go with me to the Masters.
1,000%.
But wait, he's got to bring the pencil in then.
He can't. No pencil. Keep the pencil away from my fucking Masters.
No kidding.
You're going.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. You two are going to the Masters.
I don't think you believe me. Do you believe me?
I'm kind of surprised that you think I wouldn't go.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, most comedians are fucking dorks, but you're a sports
I'm
guy.
a cool guy.
You're a cool
I've always
guy.
wanted to go to Augusta.
I've been looking for people to go. Matt Warren backed out. Bradley Barton backed out.
I'm in.
You'll go.
I'm 100%.
If you're not a golf person, you might not understand. The Masters is... There's a lot of major championships every year, but the Masters kind of feels like golf's Super Bowl. But the Super Bowl is overrun by influencers and toots. There's prostitutes running around, and everyone's, they're just the unwashed masses, frankly. They're on their phone. Everyone's filming content. It's all about you. And look, we enjoy the Super Bowl. It's fun to get drunk. We like football, but it's just beneath me, honestly. The thing about the Masters is it's so exclusive. You have to enter a lottery to even have the chance to get in there. Once you're in there, no phones, no cameras, no nothing. You get in there and you lock in. Okay, I'm going to go in. This is like the bro version of an Aaron Rodgers darkness retreat. That's what's about to happen. I'm about to have a spiritual awakening. This is a golf ayahuasca. I will have no phone. I will have no nothing. I will just be in there with my thoughts, dude. My thoughts locked in. If you watch the Yak, I might also have a large pencil. We'll see. But I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be enjoying the pimento sandwich for $1.50. I'll be enjoying the egg salad sandwich, which might be breaking the bank around $2. I'm going to be enjoying a $6 beer. Everything that I've heard about this place, and it is a majestic place, and it is a place where every little part of the experience is controlled. When they hand you things, the trash is usually green because they don't allow litter, okay? It's usually gone quickly. But if for a second there's litter on the ground, they want it to be green so that it matches in so it doesn't ruin the telecast. They don't want people on their phones. They want you locked in. You do one thing wrong, you can get banished. You can lose your ability to even ever have a chance to come back there. They don't let the announcers call people fans because they think it's short for fanatic. Okay, and they don't want to encourage that. They're called we are called patrons. Now, a lot of these things, you might be hearing this and you might think, okay, this sounds like stuffy and rule followy, and I would have made that point too. And I have in the past made points about how Augusta didn't always used to let people in. But now I'm in. Do you understand the difference? Now I'm in. And I think any critique of it is pure hating. Pure, unadulterated hating. I want to hang out and just take a peek at Rays Creek. This is a famous piece of water. This is hallowed golf grounds. I'm excited because it's exclusive, and it's exclusive because it's great, and it's great because they've followed all the rules. They've done everything right. I'm honestly, I don't really need to make a grand point about all this. I'm just really fucking excited. I'm so stoked. I've always wanted to go to the Masters. I'm hosting a party, which I will be back in time for here in New York. A little party here in the building. I only have Thursday, Friday tickets. Saturday I'll be at Soul Joel's in Pennsylvania. Sunday I'll be back for my party. It's the perfect weekend. It's the perfect weekend. Everything I've heard from people who go is like, even people who've been to a lot of events, it's like, this one is special. This one hits different. Every little thing is done right. You're there. I don't know. I haven't had the experience yet. I am going to try, if I can, to bring you guys along with me. I might release a little episode there. There will be no photos. There will be no video. But there will be thoughts, experiences. I'd love to take you guys with me because I think members of the 12 do deserve to be patrons, do deserve to be inside of the beautiful course there on Magnolia Lane. Yes, Augusta, I'm coming for you, and I'm excited, and I really can't believe how it happened. I literally go onto the Yak at Barstool in Chicago just to hang out for a little bit, promote some of my shows that weekend, try and bring people here, try and bring people to this hallowed ground, try and bring some of the unwashed masses into the Augusta National Country Club of a podcast known as The Joey Show, where everything is perfect and no detail goes unnoticed. I'm just trying to let people know that this is what's happening over here. This is exclusive. This is hot. This is a vibe. This is what you want. And I went and I was doing a cooking show with Chef Donnie. We love Chef Donnie. That'll be coming out this week. And he was like, oh, what do you want to do? I said, well, it's Masters Week. Let's do something for that. We make pimento cheese sandwiches. He comes and drops one off to Brandon. That's how that whole interaction that you just watched transpired. He had an extra ticket. A lot of the people at Barstool have a putting competition or some shit that they can't attend. And then I get to go. And let me tell you this. He has not made a mistake. Because if you have someone, if you end up with a ticket to something exclusive, a ticket to something special, what do you want? What do you want when you have that? You want to bring somebody who, one, appreciates the magnitude, understands the history, gets what a cool, unique experience this is. Me, check in every occasion. Two, is a great vibes guy. Additive, doesn't subtract. This is not my trip. Not making the trip about me. I go with the flow. What do you want to do? I'll follow your lead. I'm lucky to be here, grateful to be here, just here to add vibes. This is good advice, people. I'm just letting, if you want to start getting these invitations, you need to know how to just do these. Some people don't get it. You let them into the trip. They think it's their trip. It's not your fucking trip, fuckface. People need to understand that. You go in, you get in where you fit in. You add vibes. You are always positive. You're always having fun, and you get it. You get why it's cool, and then you throw back a couple fucking beers, and you vibe. And by the way, and I've heard and we've talked about this a little bit. Apparently, Brandon's a guy who might want to leave early, might want to do his own thing. That's fine. I will walk around that golf course alone with no phone like a Buddhist monk. I might move there. If the pod doesn't come back, it is because I've become part of the course. Because after disconnecting from technology for one day, I realized what life is all about, like the great Buddha himself. I may have gone from a young Siddhartha to a wise, enlightened Buddha. One day without a phone, couple beers, sent some merch back to the boys, never came back. This is why you go. This is why you put yourself in the game. Fuck, I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm gonna try and bring you guys along with me, and that's just what happens, dog. That's just a moment in the life of a brah. And it happens. And I'm very, very fucking excited. The magnitude is not lost on me. And for anyone who is jealous, fair. For anyone who doesn't care, watch some. See if you see me. I'll be out there. I'll be sending vibes. I'll be serving cunt. I'll be serving a full glass full of cunt. But in a nice, chill way. The way you're supposed to. Master's cunt. I will only be serving master's cunt. That sentence doesn't hit the way I'd like it to. I'll be serving. It sounds like really more BDSM than I want it to. I wanted it to feel classier than that, honestly. Now it sounds like I'm gonna be walking around Augusta, on the 17th hole with a fucking ball gag. It's just a Pro V1. The Tiger's not in it this year, huh? Achilles not good. He's with that Trump girl now. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Shout out to Tiger. Shout out to Tiger not making it. He is with Tiffany Trump. I meant to cover this. I don't think I actually got through this. I want to go through her dating history. Can we discuss this? Because this is important. I might be losing my mind. I put it on last episodes. I don't think I got to this. I got really caught up in the whole Hooters of it all. But here we have, Tiger Woods is now with Vanessa Trump, I believe, and she is, they seem to be very happy. They seem to be committed for now, and we love Tiger, and we support him in whatever odd look he's pulling off at this stage of his life. And anywho, she was with, let's go through it. So during her teenage years, Vanessa dated local street gangster Valentin Rivera, member of the violent gang Latin Kings. Start hot. Si se puede. I mean, maybe not a great Trump overlap, but let's keep going. In 98, Vanessa was linked with American actor Leonardo DiCaprio. A man who wants his cunt served fresh. I should stop saying that so much. From 1998 to 2001, Vanessa dated Saudi Prince Khalid bin Bandar bin Sultan Al Saud. I will be honest, that one was a curveball for me. But sometimes, Khalid bin Bandar bin Sultan Al Saud. The relationship ended in 2001 when Khalid bin Bandar left the United States after his Saudi ambassador father, Bandar bin Sultan Al Saud, was suspected of having indirect ties to individuals linked with the Al-Qaeda hijackers. Well, that's interesting. On November 12th, 2005, Vanessa married Donald Trump Jr. The wedding was held at Mar-a-Lago Club in Florida. The service was officiated by Trump Jr.'s aunt, Judge Marianne Trump Berry. Trump Jr. had proposed to her with a $1,000 ring, equivalent to $161K in 2024. Inflation, folks, that he had received as a gift from a jeweler in exchange for proposing to her in front of paparazzi outside of the jeweler's store at the Short Hills Mall in New Jersey. And now she is with Tiger Woods. Now, I don't want to spend the entire episode on that last paragraph I just read, but there's about 90 things we could discuss. Proposing in Short Hills Mall in New Jersey. $100,000 ring just to get Trump Jr. to propose in front of your... What fucking brand agent does this twat have? Donnie Jr., give me your brand agent. I'm out here tagging a soap brand for shekels. This guy's getting $100,000 for proposing to her... Okay, but even that's not the most insane part. She is connected to 9/11. She's connected to 9/11, folks. After Leo. She's connected to Mexican street gangs, the Trumps, the Saudis who are potentially connected to 9/11, and now Tiger Woods. This is not the lady you want to cheat on, Tiger. Okay? I think we've all given you a wide berth, Tiger. You've done your thing, and a lot of us have supported you because you're good at golf. So we've thought, you know what? He fucks a lot, and that's not great. But he is good at golf, and in the hierarchy of the way society works, honestly, is people go, well, yeah, you shouldn't do that, but, you know, if I was Tiger, I don't know. I mean, maybe I would, so, yeah, fuck. I mean, just get him out there, let him play. It's like, I don't want to watch him fuck. I want to watch him golf. It's where people get caught. Like, no one said that he was, like, mean to them. I don't even think he's been accused of pulling out and coming in the wrong space. And why would he? He's got 100% accuracy. My boy doesn't miss a hole. I don't think he's been, if he'd been accused of impropriety, I think something different, but it was just like, oh, he cheated, and that's very shitty, and that's not nice, and that sucks, and we all hated him for a little while, and then we were like, do like it when he wins, and now he's with a Trump, and that's fine, because the golf community is, you know, we'll see. I will get to find out where the golf community is at this weekend. I will go to the Masters, okay, with a little notebook, and I will ask everybody how they were feeling before and after the tariffs. Because I think, let's be honest, let's be frank here. We don't have to do an entire deep dive on sports and politics, because what's beautiful about sports is that you can leave politics out of them. We need to have something to come together about. We don't need everything in our life to just be screaming about tariffs. But I wonder if at the Masters, the vibes will be interesting, because there's a lot of people at the Masters that probably have seen someone get, they look at what's going on with ICE and they're like, well, I don't know, they weren't supposed to be in the country. Then they look at what's going on with their stock portfolio and they're going like, well, what if he's wrong? I think that's the central question in fear with the things that Trump is doing is once he comes into something that you know specifically, you're like, what if he's not right about that? Now, if you love him, life is great because you can just be like, he's right about everything, and anyone who isn't enjoying him right now just has a TDS, Trump derangement system, you don't know anything. And then if your entire life is like you own a company and you happen to need a part from another country, you're like, so what if he happens to be incorrect about the tariffs? And that's the interesting thing is no one really knows. And it's kind of fun now watching people figure it out because you have some people on the right that are like, this is ruined. This is not what the Republicans, this is not, we care about global trade. You have people that care about the financial institutions, that care about companies. I mean, even things that are made in America often have parts from other countries. We all know this, right? And then you have other people that are like, this is the greatest day of all time. Trump wins. He's going to bring back manufacturing immediately, and I can't wait to work in a factory, which I honestly, I was skeptical about all of this, and I think the best take that I had on it, I discussed it on stage this weekend in Rosemont. I'll play that for you.
You enjoying the tariffs? It's funny because like the whole idea is like, all right, we're going to bring back manufacturing. I'm like, dude, how many of us are going to work in factories? Then I looked at my stock portfolio today and I was like, I'm ready to hit the assembly line, motherfucker. I need to get my ass a hard hat, dude. I started changing my mind. I was like, these Chinese children have had it too good for too long, all right? I'm ready to make some shoes. One of my Nikes like frayed the other day. I was like, they're getting Fat Cat over there, all right? Which is also their lunch. But they're getting out of control, dude. Bring the jobs back. I'm ready to make shirts, dude. I love the idea that we're going to like bring factories. Like that would take a while, right? That would take like a long, like just in time for what, Gen Z? Or this better be a TikTok factory, dude. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be making Ford motor cars, like, putting fucking rivets in, dude. TikTok, tariff to TikToks, dude. I don't know. Give me more views. I made it here. I would love to pay Chinese children to make my videos. If I could pay a Chinese child to wash my dishes, I would do that. I realize that's not good. That's not a good person to be, but I will check the tags of every one of your fucking shirts before you judge me. I will check the tags of your Make America Great Again hat. Because they are made in China.
So we'll see. Maybe manufacturing is coming back. Like, I'm not an idiot. I understand the concept that we have completely created a system where we've offshored a bunch of stuff, and there's some national security reasons we need to keep stuff here. There's, health of the middle class reasons. Like, I don't think it's great that we live in an economy where there's people becoming billionaires all the time and then basically using AI and robots and overseas work and hollowing out a middle class, and then people keep getting more divided. I talk about this in my set. I don't think that's great, but I'm not sure if he is precise enough in his actions to achieve the goals that he's trying to, and if you're going to crash the market in an effort to do something that I'm not sure you're going to do correctly, then I can be a little skeptical. That would just be my take. I mean, the whole, Houthi group chat thing was, the joke was oh, they did a group chat, and that was wrong, but the strike was super successful, and now it's coming out. It's oh, they might have just dusted a bunch of civilians. Apologies for the rough language on that. But my point is that I'm not sure that the precision is as great as some would like it to be. Let's do some dates here, folks. Pottstown, PA. I'm coming through on Saturday, hot from the Masters. East Providence, Rhode Island, April 18th and 19th. Bangor and Portland, Maine, weekend of April 26th. Raleigh, North Carolina, May 2nd through the 4th. May 23rd through the 25th, I'll be in Dallas. June 4th, Sacramento. June 5th to the 7th, San Francisco. June 20th to the 22nd, Cleveland. July 11th to the 12th, St. Petersburg. And then into the fall, we've got Long Island, Charlotte, San Diego. JoeyAvery.com for all those tickets. Merch, as always, in the link. Let's get back to the show. One thing I do find interesting about all this tariff stuff is he has sent mixed messages, all right? Now, there's a few things that could be going on here. Number one, he could be a little erratic in his decision-making, which has happened in the past. Number two, he could be very dedicated to this, and that's what's happening, and other people are hopeful that he's just using this as a negotiating tactic and that he will negotiate, get us great deals, and then the market will reset and everything will be fine and trade will be okay. And then there's the possibility that that actually is what he's doing. Now, if he is negotiating, he would, you might as well send out mixed messages, because you can't just have people thinking, oh, he's bluffing, because then you won't get a good deal. I understand that. Maybe he is just a negotiator. We'll see. But what you get is people going out on the news saying odd and random things. Let's look at an example of this from Howard Lutnick, the U.S. Commerce Secretary.
It was just soft politicians. I mean, as President Trump said, it was the people in the Oval Office. I mean, the European Union won't take chicken from America. They won't take lobsters from America. They hate our beef because our beef is beautiful and theirs is weak. It's unbelievable. We can't sell corn to India. We can't sell rice to Asia. Why in the world do we let these people sell their cars? 94% of...
Okay, a lot to unpack there. Selling rice to Asia is a bold move. Yeah, maybe. But the beef thing, we have big, beautiful beef, and their beef is weak. Some thoughts. I think politically, I would call this brilliant. Because there is nothing that a large portion of the electorate wants to think about other than how big and beautiful our beef is. I would like to think I have big, beautiful beef. I think we'd all like to think we have big, beautiful beef and that their European beef is weak. Which you little baguette cocks. I guess it's a penis metaphor. I don't know, but I think that people feel good when you hear about how big and beautiful your beef is. That's nice. That's an affirmation. That's a manifest, actually. I think that's a manifest. I have long said I think that there is a astrological, crystal, energy-based contingent secretly running the government, and this is one of those things, affirmations. Go off with your big, beautiful beef king. Your big, beautiful beef king. They have weak European beef. There's so much of the American psyche because of our World War victories, because we all believe that we've conquered the West individually, that we just, it's just like, I don't drive a Vespa, you fucking bitch. You know, I wear pants that go all the way down to my ankles. I don't wear capris. I have big, beautiful beef. I have big, beautiful man beef. You want to think that. So there's a lot going on. I think I don't know if it's purposeful. I don't know if it's Freudian. I don't know if it's brilliant. I don't even know exactly what he's doing. He's trying to girth up the American spirit. Oh, your stock portfolio's down, but your fucking beef futures are up. Big, beautiful beef. They won't buy our big, beautiful beef. I think one of the reasons is because it's pumped full of like crazy hormones and shit. But that makes it big. That can make it big. I don't think it makes it beautiful. It might make it cancer, but I'm not a farmer. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a scientist farmer. And I do like our beef. I eat big, beautiful beef sometimes from America, and I like it. It's funny how everyone just accepts the talking points. Big, beautiful beef. You know, the thing about America is we have lovely cocks. We have the best cocks, big, beautiful, wide cocks. Some say the widest. I had someone tell me today that they said we had the widest cocks. Isn't that right, Senator? You might not like to hear it, but that's Lindsey Graham over there. He would know. He takes cocks sometimes. Ideally, hopefully, in your case, small. I would hope small or beautiful. Small cocks maybe for Mr. But anyway, big, beautiful ones all across the country. Not like Europe. They have small, frail, sick, green, uncut. They have uncut, and they're not even gems, folks. They're European. They have, some call them, do they call them gay penises? I'm going in and out of the Trump impression, but you understand the point. They're adopting the vibe. And you might as well. You have to. It's like when you're in middle school and there's like a ringleader. You got to start talking like them a little bit. You got to start moving like them a little bit. That's smart. That's how you move in this business, at least depending on who's in charge. I don't know if people in Biden's White House were walking around going, the rocky road. What was that, Jack? Oh, yeah, that's right, Jack. Oh, yeah. I wonder if the interns started doing that. They're like, what's a TikTok? The Chinese video? What do you mean, man? How do they even see it? I don't know. But the big, beautiful beef thing is interesting. I think there's probably reasons for that. I mean, shipping it over, but we don't have to think about the reasons. We just have to make the points that sound good, that feel good. I don't actually, I'm sure that some good could come of this, and I will reserve judgment until that has happened. We will see. But I'm personally skeptical, and I'm just not sure. Now, important things are going on in the country. In addition to the tariffs, which is all anyone can talk about. I mean, we also have people suggesting important things, like Lauren Boebert suggests D.C. should be renamed District of America. That's important. I think short-sighted, because I think she's thinking, oh, Trump's doing Gulf of America, District of America. Why are we giving to Colombia? You play off that like there's a little bit of an anti-Latin America vibe going on. I'm sensing. I don't know if anyone else is picking up on that. And it's like, fuck Colombia, let's do District of America. And I don't think she understands how ethnic it would sound if it was Washington DA, Washington. Now, I don't know. I'm not. This is just what I believe it would sound. That would sound maybe perhaps you would call that as Japanese. Washington. That is not. That's just. I think that is what it would sound like. So I just think some of it's short-sighted. Is that fair to say? Some of it might be short-sighted. Hey, I've never named a city. All right, Washington, D.C. is good. D.A. District Attorney? Is that the vibe? Duh. It sounds Russian. Duh. Where are you going? We going to D.A. D in the is this anal? Is it anal? Does Lauren Boebert like that? Take her to a movie, find out for yourselves. We'll see. Not the look. I'm trying to stress this enough because we talk about the news and we get bummed, and sometimes I just try and make the show about vibes. And so this week there is a takeaway. There's always a lesson. There's always a meaning. There's always something more important. And this one is about positivity, focusing on the good things in your podcast host's life. And I will be serving cunt at the Masters. And isn't that a nice thing for me to get to do? I'm just going to be slaying looks left and right, looking amazing, hanging out with the people, vibing, noticing the trees, the blades of grass. I am not going to be on my phone. I'm not going to have a camera. Okay? I'm just going to be amongst the people, moving like a man in the 1920s with all the knowledge and spirituality of a white boy who's read a modicum of Eastern religion in 2025. Okay? I don't have to process weird things. I've worked through them. Okay? I'm good. I'm in a flow state. I'm not going to go out there, not have my phone, freak out, and be like, am I gay? And just lose, not know my sexuality. I'm not going to have any of those problems. I know who I am. So now what I have to find out is who we are. Okay? Who we are. And I will find that out on the hills, the rolling green hills of Augusta. I will search. I will look into Rays Creek. I will find out the secrets. I will stare into the white bunkers. They use quartz. They use minerals to make the bunkers white, to distract the golfer's eye. I will learn about what it all means. I will see it. I will take it in. I will see the pine straw. I will see the azaleas. I will be out there. I might win a green jacket. It is possible, okay? The way that I came into these, I cannot think it's out of the question that I might walk in there and they might go, hot fucking Christ, give this guy a membership. And I'll say, boys, I don't even live in Georgia. And they'll be like, but we need you. I'll be taking a bite of the peach ice cream sandwich that they have there, and I'll go, brain freeze. What? And they'll be like, you're majestic. You're a beautiful creature. I've never seen someone put down 7 $6 beers and then appear to be more locked in than they were before they started touching the beer. And I will say, brother, I'm just built different. And I will pull a pimento cheese sandwich out of my sock that I've been storing in my sock. And it's weird. It's bulgy down there. I will yank it out. And I'll take another big bite, and I'll say, I don't know my jacket measurements, but just vibe it out. I've been in the gym a lot, so shoulders and pecs are pretty big. But just hook it up, and let me know when I can play. I'd love to play with Condi. I'd love to play with Condoleezza Rice. Get out there, ask her about the secrets. I want to know what's going on. There are people in there that know what's going on. I'm going to go find out. I'm going to do on-the-ground reporting. Learn about vibes. Learn about who's really running the country. Okay, I'm going in there. I'm bringing it back for us. Will I see the fearless leader of the 12 there? Could I see Hunty B in the cut at the? I don't know. Who's to say? But I am very excited. The most excited. And it's going to be a great time. One more fun little news story. This is going to be probably a short episode today because I've been home for one day and I'm fucking speed running this, and I didn't really have time to prep, but I feel like the vibes it's a vibes show. It's a vibe show, and I might bring you another show later this week so we can talk about my experience at the Masters. I need to bring y'all with me. I just think it's important. Like, if I go, and I'm not going to be, of course, I'm not going to be on my phone as we discussed. I'm going to be locked in to the grass, the bunkers, the sand and the secrets, and what the trees may know. I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's gonna be a good time. But I will bring back some thoughts and memories and vibes to you guys because I want you there with me because you are fearless supporters of the 12. And thank you to everyone who came out. Chicago, Rosemont this weekend, some people have come see me 3 times. Batavia, downtown, all the way to Rosemont. I fucking love you guys. You guys are the absolute shit. Had some fun stuff. Plenty more clips coming, folks. You know the jizz. All right, New York Post. My $11,000 nose job helped me leave my husband. What a bitch. Let's find out, though. Could be a bad husband. Could be a bad guy. Let's find out. I haven't read this article. I saw it. It looks right for us. It looks up the wheelhouse. I want to experience this together. I think it's important. And I hate the puns out of the gate. New York Post enough. She absolutely knows her worth. To elevate her life, Debbie Aiken went under the knife, and cutting away her biggest insecurity gave her the strength to cut out of an unhappy marriage. I feel extremely sexy. A new single and sliced Aiken, 30, from Philadelphia, raved to the Post. My new nose is what motivated me to choose myself and finally end my miserable marriage. I don't know that. I think that might be Devin Aiken. I'm thinking that's might what be she sounds like. Oh, Jesus. Okay, folks, we are going to put up a photo of that. That is an absolute beak transformation. I'm on her side. That's just classic market dynamics. Wow. Yeah, that's a change. And, hey, there's nothing wrong with having a schnoz on you. Sometimes it's hot. You got to know yourself. Sometimes the schnoz balances out your other like people assume a big nose is a bad thing. Not always the case. Sometimes it is an integral part of your facial balance. But holy fuck, the profile I'm getting. Yeah, you're gonna divorce your husband after that. These are just that shifts the market too much. You've shifted the market dynamics when you schnoz down at that level. Happy for her. She felt stuck in her marriage. Yeah, I bet he did too. Jesus. She underwent an $11,000 rhinoplasty. Do they have to call it a rhinoplasty? Is that a little rude? Is it a bit rude that we're just saying get that fucking horn off this beast's grill? Jesus fucking Christ. Do they feed you well in the zoo? Jesus fuck. Is that why it's called that? I should be clear about it. Etymology rhinoplasty. That's the name of my first child. Derived from Greek, riz, meaning nose, plastine, meaning to shape or mold. Rhinoplasty literally translates to nose shaping. The Greeks. Well, I like my version. The Greeks, what were they doing? We've discussed it. Stay away from the kids. Chopping her standout schnoz down to size, the pricey yet pivotal procedure empowered the brunette to demand a divorce from her husband of 7 years in December. Boy, do they like alliteration in this paper. Standout schnoz to size, pricey yet pivotal procedure, brunette to demand a divorce. Demand a divorce of her husband of 7 years. This guy's got to be pissed. He's like, I've been hitting it from the back for the better part of a decade. I can't get a couple years of us enjoying that. I mean, what was her reasoning? What does his nose look? I want to see his nose. He should be. I think that they should do this extra innings style, like baseball. If you're in a relationship and you have a crazy come up, your life changes in some crazy way, you just lopped off your schnoz, all of a sudden you're an absolute D piece. Hey, that's the top of the inning. He should have a bottom of the inning where he gets to go out and do something of his own. What if he has big old fucking Dumbo ears, okay? Shrinks those down. Okay, I don't know what that's called. A bunnyplasty? I don't know what that is. He should be able to go out. I think you can get a cock enlarging. I think you can do that now. Can you make your dick bigger? I wish that wasn't in my Google, but it is. Can you make your dick bigger? Asking for a friend, obviously. A vast number of pumps, pills, weights, exercises, and surgeries. I'm not going to the dick gym, brother. Claim to increase the length and width of your penis. However, there's little scientific support for non-surgical methods. I know, darling. What's the surgery? Penis enlargement surgery. Penis enlargement surgery. Near me is crazy. Hey, near me is a lot. If you're gonna get penis enlargement surgery, be willing to buy the flight. Work with the best? Work with the best. I think so. If I went in to get a penis enlargement surgery, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm just thinking, like, if I walked into a penis enlargement surgery and the doctor was like a 6'8" black dude, I'd be like, what do you even know about this, dude? What do you even know about this? That's not, okay. You can do it through various techniques, including fat transfer, ligament release, or penile implants. But it's crucial to understand that results can vary. So we don't want anyone to do this, I don't think. I'm not interested in this. But what does it cost? Ligament transection can range from $15K to $25K. Fat transfer, $3,585. $3,500 to girth up your dong. Pretty in this economy, pretty affordable. Pretty damn affordable. Okay, Trump better not tariff these penises. Good American beef, dude. Don't be importing any of them dicks from China. Could you imagine? Why? All right. Let's go back to this eye-popping transformation of her jaw-dropping Okay, whatever. I hate the way this is written. Has sniffed over 4.5 million TikTok views. I wake up and feel so much... Okay, sorry. I wake up and feel so much happier. Ache inside of her nose job glow up. A newfound brilliance. She also credits her disunion. I get to live and reset the rest of my life feeling like this. It's a post-breakup light that shines so bright in the delightfully divorced. What are you getting at? New data has revealed that the majority of divorced parents experience a post-breakup glow-up after parting with their exes. Yeah, no shit. They have to get their product back into selling shape. These people would hit the kick-push coast. They were vibing. They were getting fat together. Fat and unhappy. They'd probably stop banging. They felt trapped. Yeah, you're going to glow up. You're like, fuck, I need to get abs again because I have to hit the dating pool again, and I'm a confirmed loser at this age, and I don't know who Sabrina Carpenter is. I guess everyone knows who that is. I was thinking of someone else. Oh, yeah. yeah. JoJo Siwa is what I wanted there. JoJo Siwa would have been perfect. Trying to date these chicks, they're referencing this goddamn JoJo Siwa. I'm not doing that. JoJo Siwa. Do you guys know who JoJo Siwa is? I think she was a Disney child, and now she just pisses people off constantly. I had a lot of time to recover after the nose job, and it made me think I need to finally get the divorce so I can move on with my life. I love that she's lying in bed. She's lying in bed. She's been married, committed marriage, 7 years. She's lying in bed, just recovering, going, the second I get these bandages off, I am out of here. I don't have this beak in my face. I can finally go deep on and she's just ready to go. The second she blew up, she was out. She didn't even give him a chance. He didn't have a chance, poor guy. Can we get a quote from him? Because it's a puff piece. It's like, okay, great. She's hotter. She has nose. And now she's talking about how she's dating. She's exclusively dating. She's in her 30s. She's having a good time. Vibes are up. Vibes are strong. Her life is better. It's beautiful. Getting dug out. That is a nice time. That's a nice time. That's a lovely time. I'm hoping we don't have a quote from him. No. The Glamour Puss. This is their writing. The Glamour Puss has even carved out a community who've likened her to Bella Hadid and Celine Dion. Yeah, the second she actually gets followers, they'll turn on her. Do what you want. This is your life. We only have one life to live, said the single siren who's giddily optimistic for the future. Do whatever it takes to make yourself happy. I just want one comment from him. I would love him to be like, I thought shit was fine. I actually loved her before this, and now she just wants to get blasted. And she's going to clubs. She's going to the weird clubs. She's going to the clubs that we were like, oh, we're not going to go in there. That's really not our scene. And now she's just going in there and getting torched in the banyo. Oh, I love it. Let's see what the comments are on this. I think that people should leave their bodies alone unless it's something that should be fixed for health reasons, physical and mental depression. But in this case, I think it was a good decision. Well, what the fuck? You have no principles, Scotty P6, you idiot. I went to school with a guy who had a nose like hers before the surgery, and everyone called him Aardvark. He laughed and went along with it, but it had to have bothered him. You're an idiot. No criticism about having cosmetic surgery, but she should have processed the divorce first. Her husband accepted her as she was. She may find it difficult to find someone to accept her other faults, which of course we all have. Yeah, they're dragging her, and the New York Post knows this. Yeah. Anywho, happy for her. Hopefully she gets fucked. But I want to hear from the guy. We need the male redemption. I want to know. And she's like, dude, I fucking loved her, but I want to know what he looks like. Again, he deserves the bottom of an inning. Well, he's got a lot of horrible things going on in his life. I hope, for his sake, at least, for the love of God, I hope he's going to the Masters. Short episode this week. Hopefully I'll get another one out for you from Augusta. Thank you so much for listening. This has been The Joey Show. I'm Joey Avery. Have a great weekend. Good night.
Thank God I have a podcast.